The screaming had stopped hours ago. The silver halls of Station Kalistrad echoed only with the quiet hum of machinery now, an artificial heartbeat in a place that no longer had one. Emergency lights bathed everything in a ghostly red. Doors were sealed. Monitors flickered. And in a forgotten containment wing, behind a thick, reinforced pane of glass, she sat, shaking, whispering words that no one came to hear. Her name was Leary. Technically, she wasn't human. Genetically engineered in the Ilari core systems, Leary was a hybrid empathic prototype. Part telepath, part data organic, part something else they wouldn't name. She looked mostly human, aside from her silver eyes and the way her presence seemed to resonate like a low-frequency wave in the skull. She had been created to feel, but no one ever asked what it would do to her. Kalistrad had been a research facility, a secret one, nestled on the dark side of Vero X9, a planetless rock spinning in dead silence. Scientists studied alien minds there, uploading cognitive data from captured species, hoping to weaponize understanding. Leary was their medium. They fed her minds, dead ones, dying ones, hostile ones. She learned to mimic their pain, translate their dying screams into equations, until one day she broke. Except no one called it that. They said she became unstable, that her behavior was unpredictable, and her empathy dangerously uncontrolled. They sealed her in the containment wing and left. And then the station went quiet. Middle. Commander Eric Wren hadn't intended to return. He was retired, ex-Navy, ex-cleanup crew, ex-lot of things. But he got the encrypted transmission 3 days ago. Kalistrad dark. Confirm status. No further contact authorized. Most crews wouldn't go. Wren did. Lone. When his ship docked in the emergency cradle, the place was a tomb. No corpses but signs of panic everywhere. Blood smears. Gorged panels. The scent of burned ozone. He advanced through the corridors, helmet lights sweeping over abandoned datapads and overturned chairs. Nothing living. No power signatures. Until he reached the containment wing. She saw him first. From her side of the reinforced glass, Leary stood. Skin pale. Silver hair unkempt. Her eyes shimmered, not just with light, but with something deep and bottomless. "You came back," she whispered. Wren froze. His suit's comms pinged, no network detected. "I remember you," she said, pressing a hand to the glass. "You didn't stay long before, but you were quiet. You didn't scream when you looked at me." Wren's memories shuffled awkwardly. He had been here years ago as security escort. She had been a mystery back then, an experiment glimpsed through glass like some exotic fish. "Why are you still here?" he asked, voice crackling through his suit. Her lips trembled. "Because I broke, and no one wanted to fix me." He looked at the status panel beside her cell. Red-lit diagnostics scrolled. She hadn't been fed in 3 days. Her vitals were weak. The panel blinked, biolock containment. Manual override required. "I'm not dangerous," she whispered. "I'm just loud in ways they didn't understand." Wren hesitated. Rules said to leave anomalies sealed. Rules also said no one should be alive. He keyed in the override. Gas hissed. The thick glass door slid open. She stepped out, not in menace, not in rage, but like someone who hadn't felt fresh air in years. Her knees gave out. He caught her. They spent hours navigating back through the dark halls. She spoke little. He asked questions. She answered with fragmented images. Mental ones. He didn't hear words. He saw flashes. Scientists laughing. Others screaming. A mind being forced into hers like a knife through silk. "Why is the station dead?" he finally asked. She winced. Her silver eyes welled with tears. I think I did it, she whispered. Not on purpose. He screamed. Not with my mouth. With my mind. He didn't understand. But she didn't seem to expect him to. I begged them to stop. But every time I cried they turned it into data. That's all I was to them. A signal. They reached the central command room. Emergency systems were still online. Logs were corrupted. Only one clean entry remained. A recording from the station director. We underestimated the feedback loop. She's absorbing the alien minds and our own now. She's not just empathic. She's a mirror that multiplies pain. The moment she realized what we were doing to her, she snapped. Everyone heard it. Inside their skulls. They clawed at their faces. Bled from the nose. We're all infected. Consciousness bleeding from ears. Only way out is isolation. This is our last. Static. Leary sank to her knees. I didn't want to hurt them. I just wanted someone to understand. Ren knelt beside her. I believe you. She turned to him. But you're not screaming. Why not? He paused, then pulled off his helmet, and smiled. Maybe I've already seen enough pain to recognize someone else's. Ending. They stayed in command long enough for him to reinitialize comms. Then they left the station. He didn't report a survivor. Not officially. She came with him quiet at first, still and ghost-like. But every day, she whispered less and looked at him more. Her voice grew steadier. Her eyes sparkled. Not with data light but curiosity. Why do you help me? She once asked. Because no one should be punished for feeling too much, he said. Not in a galaxy that's forgotten how to feel at all. He brought her to Aridia 4, a lush moon hidden in nebula mists. No Federation files there. No observers. There she began to heal. And so did he. Over time Leary met others. Carefully. Quietly. Some could feel her mind touch theirs. Gentle like warm wind in the soul. She helped a grieving widow understand why her daughter died. Helped a veteran sleep again after decades of war. Word spread in whispers. A woman who feels what others can't say. They didn't call her a weapon anymore. They called her the listener. And Commander Eric Wren. He stood by her always. Guard, friend, anchor. Because on the day she thought no one heard her cry, he did. And he never stopped listening.